Just got done watching the fight. Whoo! I don't know. My man proved that he is definitely 100% without a shadow of a doubt. Terence Crawford is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the entire world. First ever male to be multi-divisional undisputed in the four belt era. First ever male boxer to become, or first ever period, I think, to become 147 undisputed champion in the four belt era. And he did it by dismantling Errol Spence. I got one thing though to say. Is there any other pundit out there? Hey, listen, I got to give myself the flowers. Is there any other pundit out there that had a more accurate prediction than your boy Boxing Fanatico? I said he's going to use the beginning of the fight to download Spence, and he will take him out from rounds anywhere between rounds 8 to 10. And right smack dab in the middle, he knocked him out in the 9th round. Now, it only took him about a round and a half to download Errol Spence and completely take away his jab by jabbing and slipping with him, by giving him the thudding, super hard jab, stayed in the southpaw stance the entire time, which eliminated any possibilities for deep angles for Errol Spence. Did some catch and shoot. Basically, every single thing Errol Spence wanted to do, he eliminated all of those things and said, now what? And unfortunately, Spence could not answer that question in the physical sense. He could not. There was no now what. There was even a point where Spence started just throwing these Hail Mary lunging hooks in hopes that something would land. And even in the post-fight press conference, Derek James was quoted as saying that he saw what was going on and he was hoping that we could throw something, even if it was wild, and that it would land so we could get something going and change the momentum. So they were already in the mindset of, we got to Hail Mary this thing because there's nothing we can do. If you go to the body, he punishes you immediately. If you jab, he punishes you immediately. If you throw any more than a 2-punch combination, he punishes you immediately. If you go on the inside, he creates space and punishes you immediately. The amount of frustration that he created for Errol Spence was insane. And it led to the 9th round knockout that your boy, Boxing Fanatico, predicted to a T. Early download, finish in the 9th. So we got our prediction score up to 6 predictions in a row. That's Alicia Baumgartner predicted correctly. Frank Martin predicted correctly. Jerome Boots Ennis predicted correctly. What's the other guy? What's the guy? Kambosos. Kambosos predicted correctly. Inoue predicted correctly. And now Terence Bud Crawford predicted almost like I foretold the entire fight before it even happened. And this one was an easier one for me to predict because I've been predicting and analyzing this fight and looking at this fight for over 4 and some change years. So I've already had an evolved and like super dense look at what could happen at this fight. And that's probably why this fight ended up being almost the paper exact copy of what I said would happen. But yeah, Bud Crawford has still a 100% knockout ratio at 147. He will leave 147 with a 100% knockout ratio, and he's probably going to move up to 154 to fight for the rematch, which I think is unnecessary, but it's there, and it's in the contract. If Errol Spence wants it, he can go for it, and he can activate it. I think after that, it looks like Bud was talking in the post-fight press conference, the post-fight press conference, that he feels like he's boxed already for since he was young. He was talking in like the vein of retirement, but I'm hoping that we get maybe a Jermell Charlo fight and then possibly like the swan song being a Canelo fight. But beautiful performance by Crawford. He actually performed better than Inoue performed, in my opinion, against Fulton. It was that dominating with all the multiple knockdowns and the brutal beat down. Like, Spence's face looked insane to me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're going to be live on Monday to talk about it because I want to talk to you guys. Your boy Boxing Fanatical got a 6-fight prediction streak, and we're going to keep it going. What's next for boxing, though? This is the bittersweet moment that just kills me. What's next for boxing? Because even the rematch is not that big of a deal to me the way this fight was. So now we have to sit back and wait. Maybe Benavidez Canelo, but it's not going to be as big as this because this was such a wait. We waited for this for so long. But beautiful night of boxing. Had a blast. Isaac Cruz did his thing. He was awesome. Nonito Donaire, unfortunately, wasn't able to. His age probably caught up to him, but again, beautiful fight by Bud Crawford. Left no doubt in my mind why I said Inoue was only going to be pound for pound for a few days until Saturday, because Bud just came here and said, Inoue, when they told him, hey, look, Inoue's pound for pound, he said, word? Hold my beer. Man, Terence Crawford, man, that's crazy, man. But big ups to Errol, man. He did his thing, and he had a heart of a lion. Absolutely, definitely a Hall of Famer, no matter how you slice it. He just lost to literally one of the best fighters of this generation, and you can't be mad at that. Until the next one, guys, peace out. Join me on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Boxing Fanatical for Boxing Fanatical Live, episode 40. And we're going to talk all about this fight together. Peace out, guys.